2021, the year when the biggest sporting events had been carried over from 2020. The Euros and the Olympics arriving 12 months late, some things remained reassuringly familiar. A Ballon d'Or for Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo still doing his thing at 36 years young. Here's our 2021 Year in Review show. Hello there and welcome to Football Now from Doha. My name's Sam Ashu. The rise and fall of the ESL, drama for Denmark's Christian Eriksen, and the world's best player swapping Barca for PSG. All that to come, but first, if 2020 was the year that everything changed, 2021 was when fans began to return to the stadiums. But perhaps their biggest contribution was to halt the seemingly unstoppable juggernaut that was the European Super League. Remember that? Well, back in April, football as we knew it was on the verge of being transformed. 12 European giants announcing that they were done with promotions, relegation and competition, and even wanted the financial security that a closed shop with guaranteed involvement every year would provide. COVID and empty stadiums had led to financial insecurities at some of the world's biggest sporting institutions. That situation would have been eased by the 3.5 billion, I'll repeat that, 3.5 billion euros, which would have been handed out to the 12 clubs that joined the ESL.
It's one of those times when there's always huge tribal rivalry in football, but when actual football's threatened, everyone comes together. Because I was having talks with Spirit of Schenker that cover Liverpool, Manchester City, Manchester United, all the big six were all together. We all were vehemently against this, and we were just saying this is not football.
So the attempt to launch a European Super League ended in tears, which reminds us of this man, Lionel Messi, making an emotional exit from Barcelona in one of the biggest transfers of all time. 2 days later, he was officially a PSG player. It was a move that created shockwaves around the world as the power shift in Europe away from La Liga continued.
Nobody can imagine one day Messi can wear another shirt that was not Barca shirt. So it was really a shock for everybody. For France, it was until the Qatari came to the PSG, it was impossible to sign this kind of player.
Messi rounded off the year with Ballon d'Or number 7, but there was one current Barcelona player who got her hands on the biggest individual prize in football. Alexia Putellas helping the Catalans to the Champions League in May and was the standout player in a season of unprecedented success for the Spanish side. After the Champions League final, attention turned to the European Championships. Delayed by a year because of the COVID-19 pandemic, the tournament was one which involved 24 teams, 11 host cities and 51 games. And at the end of it all, England lost on penalties as Italy's renaissance under Roberto Mancini ended in Euro glory. But for many, the defining moment came at the Parken Stadium on a Saturday afternoon in June when Christian Eriksen suffered a cardiac arrest during Denmark's opening game against Finland. The Danish international's life was saved by quick-thinking medics and the German emergency doctor in the crowd. Fast forward 2 months and the other biggest transfer of the year saw Cristiano Ronaldo saying "see you" to Juventus and return to his beloved Manchester United. Not that it helped Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, of course. Right then, time to take you through some of 2021's biggest winners in 90 seconds. Start the clock, and we'll start in Japan, where Brazil added to the gold medal that they had won on home turf in 2016. 60,000 fans had seen them lift the trophy in Rio. This time they had to do it in an empty stadium because of COVID-19 restrictions. In the women's game, Canada were the surprise winners after stunning the United States in the semi-finals before beating Sweden in the final after a dramatic penalty shootout in Yokohama. In the Asian Champions League, there was a more predictable winner as Saudi Arabia's Al Hilal lifted the trophy for the second time in 3 seasons. The Afc Champions League saw Egypt's Al Ahly continue their supremacy in Africa's biggest competition, beating Kaizer Chiefs by 3-0 for a third title in 10 years. It was an all-Brazilian affair in the final of the Copa Libertadores, Sao Paulo's Palmeiras overcoming Rio de Janeiro's Flamengo to retain their title and bragging rights in South America's most prestigious club tournament. Mexico continued its complete dominance of the CONCACAF Champions League as Monterrey claimed the prize for the 5th time in 11 years. Meanwhile, in Europe's Big 5 leagues, there were some familiar outcomes. Pep Guardiola's Manchester City reclaiming the Premier League with ease, finishing 12 points above the team from the red half of the city. Bayern Munich made it 9 in a row in the Bundesliga. In Spain, Luis Suarez had the last laugh on Barcelona by helping Atletico Madrid to their first title in 7 years, pipping local rivals Real Madrid in a dramatic conclusion to La Liga. There was a new name on the trophy in Italy too, as the 9-year reign of Juventus came to an end at the hands of Antonio Conte's Inter Milan. But the real surprise came in France, where incredibly Lille overcame PSG in a League One title race that went all the way to the final game of the season. Oh, and congratulations as well to Al Sadd right here in Qatar, as they completed the double before Xavi left after a job well done to take over his boyhood club Barcelona. Now, over on Twitter, we've been asking you what you think is the biggest footballing moment of the year. Nearly 12% of you went with Barca Women's incredible trophy haul. 17.4% thought that Messi joining PSG stole the show. And nearly 30% went with Christian Eriksen's recovery at the Euros. But our poll winner, as voted for by you at home, was the failure of the European Super League. Well, it wasn't something, I guess. So that is it, 2021 in a nutshell. Here's to a better 2022 that will of course finish with the biggest sporting event in the world, right here from Qatar, the FIFA World Cup. Do let us know your biggest moment of the year using the hashtag FootballNow2021moments, and we'll see you next year for more Football Now.